Module 13, the digestive system. Micronutrients. Micronutrients are nutrients that our bodies need to be healthy, but we don't need them in the same large amounts as the macronutrients. Vitamins are micronutrients, and you only need a gram or less of them each day. Now, vitamins are very complex molecules, and our bodies cannot produce them, so they have to be regularly taken in our diet. Vitamins are not digested by the body either, and that's a good thing, because if they were, they wouldn't be able to do their job. Their major responsibility in the body is to regulate the body's chemical processes. Now, vitamins are either fat-soluble or water-soluble. That means that fat-soluble vitamins can only be dissolved in fat, and water-soluble vitamins can only be dissolved in water. The fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Water-soluble vitamins are vitamins C, the B group including B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, and B12, biotin, folic acid, and pantothenic acid. Now, though the body cannot make most of these vitamins, there are some exceptions. Vitamin D can be made in the body as a result of the skin being exposed to sunlight. And vitamin K and some B vitamins are made by the good bacteria living in the large intestine. Let's take a look at what these vitamins do. Vitamin A plays an important role in the process that lets your eyes identify light. It also helps to maintain the cells that protect your body. Vitamin D helps calcium to be absorbed from the small intestine. Vitamin E is called an antioxidant. That means it helps to keep important chemicals, such as essential fatty acids, from breaking down as a result of oxidation. You see, oxygen can cause things to break down. In the same way that oxygen reacts with iron to rust, forming iron oxide, oxygen oxidizes essential fatty acids, changing their chemical structure. Thus, you can think of them as rusting. Antioxidants help prevent important molecules in your body from being oxidized. And vitamin K is required for the synthesis of blood clotting factors. Well, now let's talk about water-soluble vitamins. The B vitamins, along with biotin and folic acid, are important for helping the cell with its processes, such as the production of energy from food particles in the mitochondria and with cell division. Vitamin C is important to help build collagen in bones and teeth. It also plays a role in the immune processes. Now, what I've just described is some of the basic roles that these micronutrients play in our bodies. We now know that many of these vitamins have several jobs. For example, folic acid is now known to reduce the risk of lots of birth defects, so it's important for a woman to take in a good supply of folic acid early on in her pregnancy. Another group of micronutrients besides vitamins is minerals. These are inorganic substances needed for proper body function. These non-carbon containing substances come along with the regular food you eat or drink. For example, if you drink milk, you're also ingesting the calcium minerals that were in the cow's body. Besides calcium, other important minerals are magnesium, phosphorus, iron, iodine, sodium, chloride, zinc, copper, sulfur, selenium, and potassium. It's important that your body has a good supply of each of these for it to properly function. You already know that calcium plays a major role in bone formation because it's needed to make bone matrix. If there's not enough calcium in your diet, then the bones won't properly form. If a person doesn't have enough calcium later on in life, then a condition known as osteoporosis results. You also need phosphorus and magnesium for bone health. These three minerals are so important then, they are called the bulk minerals. The rest are trace minerals. When you studied the cardiovascular system, you learned the importance of iron in the hemoglobin so that the erythrocytes can carry oxygen to the body tissues. If you don't have enough iron in your body, it cannot provide enough oxygen to all the cells, and you couldn't burn up macronutrients for fuel. That would result in a weak feeling, shortness of breath and dizziness, as well as lots of problems with digestion. This situation is called iron deficiency anemia. So though you only need a trace amount of iron, you do need to regularly include it in your diet. Iodine is also necessary in small amounts for the thyroid gland. You also know that the body needs a good supply of sodium for action potentials along the nerves, as well as water balance. Chloride is also a necessary ion for pH balance in the blood and gastric juice production. Now, many folks think of sodium and chloride, the two elements in table salt, to be a bad component in a diet, but they are both essential. What you don't want is excess sodium intake. Zinc is important for enzyme systems and carbon dioxide transport. Copper is necessary for hemoglobin production. And sulfur is a part of several hormones and proteins that the body needs. Selenium is helpful for the production of enzymes. Potassium helps with proper muscle function. So, though we only need small amounts of these minerals, they are still very important components to our overall health. This module is perhaps one of the more practical modules to educate us all about the importance of the kinds of foods that our bodies need to remain healthy. Hopefully, you're now more aware of the amazing process that occurs after you eat each meal, how your body efficiently takes in nutrients and removes waste to keep the living machine running, to keep you alive. And you can also be thankful for this amazing design that has been set in place in the formation of your body.